Hello, beautiful people. Hi, I hope you're all doing well and that each and every one of you is ending the year on a good note. If you're new here, my name is Glory Mutweri and I love creating videos around business, entrepreneurship, finance, productivity, and personal growth. So today's video is a very sensitive topic, and I believe that is going to help each and every one of you who is in this situation. So today we are going to talk about securing your financial future as a sole breadwinner. What do I mean by sole breadwinner? This is a situation whereby you're the only individual bringing income to your household. It could be because you are a single parent or your spouse does not have a source of income. So, how do you secure your future and that of your loved ones as a sole breadwinner? The first point is think long term. And by thinking long term, I mean don't just think of providing today or tomorrow. Think about 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when so much will change about you. Your kids will have grown, you yourself will have, aged a little more. So you need to think long term. And also, when you're thinking about long term, don't just think about your kids, probably, let's say, being 18. Reflect the same in yourself. Where will you be maybe when your kids are 18? What will be your financial position when your kids are 18? And also, the needs that the entire, household at that time will not be the same as the needs right now. Probably you will be your kids will be asking for college education, which is a little bit more expensive than the lower years. So it's very important to think long term and not just about your kids, but also for yourself. A more solid way of thinking long term and securing the future of your kids is by taking care of yourself, loving yourself, and investing in yourself. You cannot find love to give if you don't love yourself first. So thinking long term means thinking about yourself and your kids at the same time, not just your kids, but your kids and yourself at the same time. My second point is find yourself. If you're lucky to have found yourself, you've made the biggest achievement in your life. Finding yourself is the most important adventure in life because you're able to realize what is true to you, what are your values, where are the boundaries, what do you need to say no to, what can't you take, what do you even have to offer. So by finding yourself, you're able to create value for yourself. You're able to identify what works for you. You're able to decide, this is the way I want to forge my life, and this is how I will forge my life, and this is the direction that I will take. So you cannot start planning about a future if you've not found yourself, because there will be so many distractions along the way and you won't have the power of saying no. So find yourself and be on the journey towards securing a future. My third point is, what do you give your children? What do you give your child or children? And by that I mean, are you overcompensating for deficiencies you had as a child? In most cases, most of us parents, we are going over and beyond, straining ourselves, straining our finances to give our kids what we think they need, while in real sense, they just need affection and attention. So what are you giving your kids? Are you overspending? Are you overstretching to give them, things or material items that they grow out of, and it becomes sort of a very short-term investment? Think about what you give your child and let it be something that builds them. But most importantly, remember that all that children need is love, is the affection, and the attention we give to them. My fourth point is be intentional. As the head of your household, and let's say, for example, you're a single parent, you're the person who is entirely in control of the decisions regarding finances in your household. Be intentional on how money is spent, and that cannot just come by. It needs a lot of planning, it needs a lot of discipline, it needs a lot of financial management. Be intentional, be very strict on wastages, and be very cautious how money is managed in your household. If you're not able to manage your finances as the head of your household, you will not be securing a financial future for yourself and for your loved ones. So be cautious and be very intentional how money is spent in your household. My fifth point is set achievable financial goals. And by this I mean set goals that you can actually attain. If you're in debt, or if you have a debt or you're in debt, always prioritize paying off your debts first. And the secret towards getting out of debt is starting by the debts. Start paying off the debts that charge more interest, and if it's possible, pay even more than the monthly installments so that you're able to clear your debt faster as you move towards the debts that are a bit more flexible. And also in situations whereby you're not able to meet a certain financial obligation or a certain debt, always have a sit down with your lender and explain to them your circumstances, and let them restructure and give you a more flexible payment plan. You don't need to sleep hungry to pay debts, but oftentimes we tend to underestimate how much debt can stress us, and we allow ourselves in situations that put us in a lot of strain. You need to realize that there is always room for negotiation when dealing with your lender, and that has to be a credible lender, because there are some lenders who will not hear anything about your failure to pay a debt, and they'll come auctioning you, not caring where you'll spend the night or whatever. So you need also to be very careful about such debts. My sixth point is, now hoping that you've understood your debt situation, you can start now planning your finances and growing your finances. And by this, I mean start saving and investing. Factoring in that you're the single, breadwinner in your household. The best approach I would give towards savings is money markets, because you will be earning some interest on your money. But most importantly, when you need that money, you can easily access it, as compared to long-term investments that cannot be liquidated once you need that money. And also, it will not just be sitting there like just putting money in a savings account. You will be gaining an interest for the money that you've invested in the money market. My eighth advice or tip towards securing your financial future as a single breadwinner is to accept help. Don't turn down help, as long as it doesn't have some outrageous ties to it. If it's a family member willing to come and help in one bill or another, always accept help. If it's a friend, don't turn down help, because help comes a long way. You're carrying so much financial burden by your own, and if somebody is willing to help you, always welcome it with open hands. I believe some of us are scared of the back talks and all that, but if somebody who is helping you is a talker, they will talk whether you take the help or not. So never turn down help unless it has some crazy attachments to it. My ninth tip is, as a single breadwinner, And in this case, somebody who has a spouse who is not able to bring income, possibly because of job loss or business loss or medical reasons, always plan your finances with them so that they don't feel left out. But here I would advise everyone to, in this situation, to train carefully, because there are also people who've just made a decision to become a coach potatoes and be taken care of as if they are kids, yet they have able hands and they can work, but they've chosen not to. So you don't want that single source of income to be going down the drain, supporting somebody who has intentionally refused to, look for work or bring income at home. Just think about your future and probably the future of your child or children regarding finances, and motivate your significant other to go out and look for income that will better your household. I hope and pray that if this situation applies to you, you make wise decisions regarding your finances. And I pray that each and every one of you is able to secure their future financially. Until next time, take care.